Global Reggae Corner, you don't know a pressure Busspipe, keep the fire burning, you know. A lion is a lion anywhere he go. Joe Rastafari.
Love and life.
Greetings. This
Love
is the
and
Global Reggae Corner Spotlight with myself, Hussla D. And we have a special guest, live and direct.
Love and life.
Blessed love, this is Pressure Busspipe.
Love and life.
Born and raised in St. Thomas, US Virgin Islands.
Love and life.
Reggae artist, singer,
Love
songwriter,
and life.
producer, record label, CEO. Yeah, Pressure Busspipe.
Love and life. Knowledge was leading from the wise. Reveal to the babe on the socket. I'm some greatness and I see I a king and none can reach the level. Born in Ethiopia that did balance the evil. What a fulfillment in the Psalms 87. Rastaman, you're unconquerable. I'm some greatness, Emmanuel, a priest and John Pope and the devil. Now you're Bingy and Isaiah and honorable. Prophet Marcus Garvey never cease nor second.
So welcome, my brother Pressure. Tell me what go on, family.
Yeah, so the topic of today is the brand new album, Heights of Greatness, which is in stores and all streaming platforms right now. You know, it is my, I feel like it's one of my greatest works thus far. You know, I feel like the music, I'm really comfortable with where I'm at creating music, and this album speaks of such, you know.
Alright, give thanks. It's a pleasure to have you here, and it's a good thing to hear about the album Heights of Greatness. So tell us, what's the goal of the album?
Well, my main goal to achieve from this album is to heal the world, you know, on a more spiritual, mental level. You know, it has always been my mission, but the mission don't stop. So it's like we still have to recycle the music and bring forward new feelings that people can be inspired by to continue the mission. You know, and it takes being versatile, it takes being creative, you know, and I think that this album was created for people, and it's something that I feel will live a long time. The music is transcending time, you know, it's life, it's a lifetime music. So and the response I'm getting really is carrying along the same lines of my goals, you know, so I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, man, bless.
Rastafari rule and live it in heights of greatness, and I see I a king and none can reach the level. Born in Ethiopia that did balance the evil. What a fulfillment in the Psalms 87. Rastaman, you're unconquerable. If I told you that I love you, would you try again? Would you? If I told you all the things that you wanna, yeah. I know that I will never find. I don't wanna even try. I just want you right here in my arms, baby. Some days I'm up, some I'm down. Inside I'm crying. I admit that I was wrong. But hear my cries now that I'm missing. To see you right now, my heart is bleeding.
Pressure Busspipe, brand new album, Heights of Greatness. So let's go and feature some songs off the album while we talk to the man himself. So Pressure, tell us about the production of the album, the sound of the album.
This album production is different from the rest albums because there's many different producers on this album. You know, usually my albums is one producer who produce all the tracks, you know, and I just work with different producers who I feel will bring out that quality. And you know what I mean? Just having that, you know, you work with one person, you know, everything is controlled. When you work with a lot of people, you have a lot more involved. You have to deal with, make sure everybody paperwork is straight, and you have to make sure of a lot of things, you know. Yeah. So that's what I did now, trying to spread out the music, and through the amount of music I've created during the pandemic, it kind of helped me to spread out the music and give the fans a more wider feel of the music I've been creating, you know, whether it may be lovers rock or culture hard rock, culture hardcore reggae music, you know, just giving the people a wide range of what I do best. There's something on the album for everybody to love. This is the first time I personally released an album, and it was all me putting it together along with a couple people in the team. But usually the producer is like, I'm always like, okay, we have 10 songs, let's release these 10 songs, but this time I was able to record a lot more songs, over 30 songs, close to 40 songs. Then narrow it down to 15. You know what I mean? Like, pick my best selection amongst the ones that I've worked on throughout the year and the pandemic season. So it was something that, I had a lot more hands involved in this album, and I felt good about it because now I'm feeling like, this is what I want the people to hear. This is what I have to give to the world and to my listeners. And I really felt like it's the best of both worlds. You get great lovers rock music from Pressure, you get great inspirational music, you get great culture music, and it's just that it's on a level.
Yeah, man.
Some days I'm up, some I'm down. Inside I'm crying.
We're going to feature some of the different styles from the album.
I'm searching to find that beats like mine. Searching to find that beats like mine. Searching.
Nice piece of song, trust me, Searching. This is one of the features from the album. So, Pressure, tell me about the features that you have on the album.
Yeah, I have two features artists on the album, which is one is Kabaka Pyramid, who's a long time brethren of mine on too. We always working and doing music together. I was on his last album, he was on my last album. Now he's making it to my next album. And we just have like a real good connection when it comes to making music. So, and it's a comfortable vibes, always easy, and it's not too much thinking when me and him make music. You know what I mean? It's just flawless music. So that is something that had to happen. And then I also have my artist Malika, who's featured on the album as well. And for me, that's big because Malika is an artist that I love. She has a beautiful voice. She's been in the music industry for a long time. And to have her on this album, it means a lot to me as well, So yeah, two artists, but more so a lot more producers versus my other albums. My last album I featured, I think, 8 or 9 artists.
Wow.
This time I featured 8 or 9 producers,
Okay.
Yeah.
That beats like mine.
So this is one of the tracks with the feature. This one is featuring Malika.
Beats like mine.
So make we hear a Malika sound now.
Love is a gamble. What's the price you pay? Tear you to pieces. It'll put you to shame. Hey. Say where you need, not where you want. Cause where you want's not where you need it. When lightning strike under sun reach, protect my heart, my sanity while I'm searching to find a heart that beats like mine.
Alright, so this is the next feature. Kabaka Pyramid.
Skibbly bang, organize and centralize. No make nobody tell you lies. So much better when you're wise. Pressure Busspipe, I tell you why. Only the 50 shall survive. The poor man alone will pay the price. Cause when this fire starts to light, a lot of wicked people gonna cry. Them still a try suffer I and I. Them and them conspiracy appear lie. Babylon ship will capsize. Soon as the people
That tune you're mad.
no man is an island. No man stands alone. Yeah, no man is an island. No man stands alone. Yeah, no man is an island. No man stands alone.
Jah Trooper sound and don't know it's pressure Busspipe, keep the fire burning. Hussla D, $1 million. Joe Rastafari.
I tell you the album you're bad. So tell me, do you have a favorite song on the album?
It's hard to pick, but I have a song like Everything I Need, because it speaks to me to the core, I wrote the song, but it came from a place where it was a reminder to myself of not being so wanty, you know what I mean? And always trying to acquire and possess, and sometimes you set goal and you reach that goal, then you set the next goal. But materialistically, sometimes we work hard for a pair of shoes, or we want that shirt or that pants or something, you know what I mean? And then when we get it, we wear it 1-2 times and we don't wear it again. So we just have so many things that we possess as people, and so many things that we acquire that we don't even pay attention to. We just keep acquiring and keep possessing, and it's like life is just, but sometimes when we sit and realize like, yo, I really have everything I need. Like I don't need to be stressing out myself about, what I want, and because he have this, I feel like I must have it too. No, that is a stressful way to live. So it was reminding me myself like, yo, brother, you have enough in a life, you acquire enough. You know what I mean? You reach a certain level, you still have more unlocking to do, but you don't have to stress out yourself with the little things and the vanity and the material things, because even though me is a Rasta, and it's certain principles about myself, we're still human. As we start to progress in life, we want to acquire more, we want to reach further in life, we want to feel out ourselves even more, you know what I mean? But there are people that really don't have it much, and they're so happy with the little that they have, and life will teach you that, like, you know what I mean? Like Biggie Smalls and May said, more money, more problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a stigma now where you just have to find peace in your life,
Yeah,
and that song, like I said, is a reminder to myself, and should inspire others to just be comfortable with who you are, and where you're going, and just always seek peace and simplicity,
Yeah, man. But since you mentioned the song, we have to feature.
No man stands alone. Your children trotting out of Babylon. A million nations we will. No man is an island. No man stands alone.
As Precious said, this is one of his favorite ones off the album.
What does it gain to profit the world and lose their soul? But when it's your time, the riches won't go. What is unseen, it should not be told. Not everything that glitter is gold. Nothing that come easy, so me still I try the Reggae road. Once I got life to live and air to breathe, I got everything I need. With everything in me, long as there's love to give and someone to receive, I got everything I need. Everything I need. Got to step away and free yourself.
My journey started out in the Virgin Islands as a young youth, playing music, more so playing trumpet, playing the drums and stuff like that in my youthful years. I come from a background of a musical family. My dad was a musician before, he played in bands and stuff like that. So I grew up wanting to be just like my dad, into the music and playing drums and stuff like that. I decided to start being more vocal and singing more when I reached 17 and 18 years old. At that time, I wasn't really doing good in school, so I was stripped away from playing my instruments so I could bring my grades up. So at that time, I had no choice but to kind of switch up my musical talent. So I started to sing more and my friends would really support that. They would really love how I sound and always tell me like, yo, you should keep going further with that. You know what I mean? You have a sound and I think you really can do it. You know, so I would keep doing that, you know. So I started to do my artist work and I released my first album, The Pressure Is On, that got a lot of great reviews on in the Virgin Islands. And after that, it got the recognition of Don Carleon, who I started to work with and receive. We released our first song together, Love and Affection, which was in 2006, 2007. And it was history after that, you know. I've been touring basically the world, you know, ever since then, my first hit single. So, you know, there's so much entailed in the journey, but yeah, the journey really has been a long journey and a lot really inspiring too. You know, when I look back at my journey, I really I'm so grateful to where I'm at right now, musically, and the things that I've learned, you know, even life experiences and stuff like that. So yeah, the journey is a long journey.
Praises be up to the Most High Jah. Protect the youth them from the onslaught. Pressure Busspipe. It's been a long time and I suffer in a Babylon place. Politicians talk and not change. Systematical oppression every day. Put corruption on the flames. A long time them a fight against Selassie I name. Through them can't put no chip in our vein. Black man and black woman is our days. We and them are not the same. No weapons form against I shall prosper in the judgment. Powers of Selassie I it not go suspend them. I go on like justice make for just them. So me crush them. Send for the sweep and make we dust them. Is a must when black people at work and not get no pay. Dirty Babylon can't get away. Though it no easy, we still a search for better days. Revolution set away. It's been a long time and not so far in a Babylon place. Politicians chat so much and still no change. Systematical corruption every day. More fire and flames. A long time them a Viking Selassie I name. Rasta man no put no chip in a vein. Woman and black man is out there. We are the lions in the jungle, the ones that can't be tamed. Appointed and anointed soldiers breaking down your chains. We are the strong that never stumble, the spark that lights the flame. They keep on setting their traps, not knowing that victory is our name. I'm a survivor. How could I ever get tired? I'm a living fire. Show you how the devil is a liar. We keep soaring higher and high. No care how them a fight. Many were called and try and still could not get by. But we keep soaring higher and high. The world can't deny. Children of the Most High Jah forever on the rise. We are not your lambs to slaughter. While you vaccinate the world, 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 you victimize the poor innocent children.
Jah Trooper sound, I don't know it's pressure Busspipe, keep the fire burning. Hussla D, Rastafari.
What I can say is every top have to sit on its own bottom. You know what I mean? No man can save no man, and the biggest judge is the Most High. He sees everything and know what go on. So I can't stand aside and be like, yo, I hear that thing them people are deal with, them people are run to this and them a take vaccination and them a do this and them a do that, because every man have to decide his own destiny, you know, and you have to know the sacrifices you're willing to take in life and what you're willing to stand up for and what you're willing to back down from. You know what I mean? I'm standing up for truth and rights and justice at all costs. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I'm not advocating for nothing Babylon I bring to it. You know what I mean? It's something I have to do my own research and I have to let time flow and let that run out so that we can see what's clear when the smoke is clear. You know what I mean? But as of right now, the way I see things going, a lot of people are confused. They don't know what's happening in the world. They're just like passive. They don't want to think too much. They're like, all right, what do you mean? Can't get a job. I have to take this in order to get a job. All right, I'm not going to think too much. Let me just take that so I can continue working. A lot of people aren't willing to fight. They're willing to just give up easily because what they've worked so hard for. The Benz, them work 3 years, forget the Benz. Them work 10 years, forget the nice house they know. And here comes Corona and this vaccination, and they're just easily going to fall victim because they acquire things that they want to keep in this lifetime. They have now surrounded themselves with all these earthly connections that, you know what I mean, that make them feel like, no, I worked hard for this and I am not giving this up for nothing. You know what I mean? Until I die, I would die for this that I've worked hard for. And the only thing worth living for is your own health and wealth and life itself. You know what I mean? And that's for me. Like you can't judge no man. So every man has his way of doing things, and as for me, I just pay attention closely to what really are going on. Me into conspiracies too. Me know Babylon have something out there different for black people and for the world. So I'm not naive. The truth is in the pudding, and them never do nothing good for we ever in our life. The only thing them ever do for we are trick we and make we feel like they're with we now. They always gonna come around and make us feel like, yeah, we're sorry for all we've done and we got you now. And then after that, we're back to square one again. It's proven over and over in the history of black people living in America and us being slaves to the system. So why now are we gonna be, so easily in the line and standing up so comfortably for Babylon to infect us again? I feel like if I'm going to vaccine, I'm gonna be amongst the last of them to be vaccinated. I'm gonna be amongst the last set of people on earth to be vaccinated because life for me is more than music. I would stop touring the world if it means my health. You know what I mean? Like, I don't love to sing reggae music that much that I'm going to take a vaccination that could probably harm my soul, just for a career. No, sir. So that's how I think. That you're now listening to my opinion. I can't push that for anybody. I can't push that for no soul. If a man say, yo, pressure, me did have to take the vaccination because I need to see my grandmother and, I just had to do it because of my job, or, I did it for my family, so that, like, everybody has their reasons why. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate you and I'm with you. But my problem is, don't make me have to take it. Don't make it and demand that I have to take it too. Because it's my body. And I shouldn't have to take no vaccine. If you want to take it, go and take it. You know what I mean? But don't make it a priority that I have to take it. You know what I mean? Because that sounds more like a new world order thing to me. It sounds more like, all right, the chip in your right hand, the chip in your forehead to me. Because as long as I know they're putting it in your left hand or your right hand, same thing the Bible talk about. So that's when me I reach with it. So I'm very humble and very observant of what going on out there. But I'm not gonna ever say I'm never gonna take a vaccination. What I'm gonna say is I'm not taking that vaccination with them have for it until I learn and find the proper knowledge, and the way I'm seeing things right now, I just might be amongst the last people on earth to take the vaccination. You know what I mean? And I just saw my thing there.
My fight. Many were called and try and still could not get by, but we keep soaring higher and higher. The way can't deny. Children of the Most High God, forever Africa. Sunburned faces, beautiful places. There's nowhere in the world I could replace.
give thanks, Pressure.
With all the homeless sleeping.
A pleasure to have you here.
So
So, what can we expect for the future, near future?
I'm really looking forward to touring Europe, touring UK. It's been a long time I've been to UK, but most importantly, I'm looking forward to my African tour. I've never toured Africa. Like I explained to you, I've been to Ethiopia, but that was on my own personal journey. You know, I've never been booked or promoted or even did sing a song in Africa. So now that is a mission for me to actually touch the African soil, and you know, I've gained such a great fan base in Africa at this time. Like, it's no reason why I shouldn't be in Africa touring at this time or in the near future. So that's a big goal for me right now, to reach into Africa and set foot, you know.
Yeah, man.
royalty of them heart to swing. That's how I see myself. Amongst my people I could be myself. So let's go to Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. Take me to Africa, Zimbabwe and Zambia. Let's go to Africa, Sudan and Uganda. I love Ethiopia.
Big ups to all the listeners, big ups to all the fans who've been supporting Pressure Busspipe. You don't know, it's a long journey, and you know, we still keep reggae alive. Up to the fans to really, you know, keep supporting good music, and you know what I mean, truly grateful for that.
We must preserve the birth of civilization. All aboard the ship we're about to sail. Mama, I'm coming home in the morning.